Hi Kiwi! Alright, we are back at Celeste, and we're going to keep going with chapter 9. So in the last episode, there was a lot of self-reflection, I have to say, which, strictly speaking, I didn't expect, but I'm kind of happy with it. I was enjoying the game, I was enjoying the music, I was enjoying the experience as a whole, and I think it was very helpful for me to think about what I've accomplished on this channel, be it as small as it is. It's not to go without saying that I haven't done something special. But I do also think there's room for improvement, and I think it's important to acknowledge that too. And I did mention it briefly, but I figured what I'll do is I'll talk about a bit of the process I've been experiencing creating this channel and where I want it to go next. Where last episode was more about a positive reflection of what I've set out to do and how far I've come doing it. This time I want to reflect on what I want to improve on, because yes, I am very happy with where I've come from, given where I started, with virtually no experience in any facet of what I'm doing right now. But that doesn't mean I want to settle for I don't want to settle for what I think I could do better. So, the areas where I think improvement are definitely, can definitely be found. First off, having listened back to some of my videos, I recognize that I say and a lot, and for a while I had trained myself out of doing it. It's definitely something you need to take a conscious amount of effort to do, but for a while I was pretty good at it because I did a lot of public speaking, and I wasn't a fan of how it sounded, and I'm still, frankly, not a fan of how it sounds. So, being able to... my solution for it is really... the ums and uhs are entirely unnecessary. They're almost mentally required just to fill silence, because for some reason, as humans, our brains don't like silence. Or at least mine certainly doesn't. That's probably one of the advantages I have here, being able to talk so much, is because, well, I'm used to rambling to myself. Now I'm just rambling to other people, but I'm really just rambling at a microphone. People just end up hearing what I say down the road. So, with that in mind, the solution to, if not stuttering less, but at least umming and ahhing a little bit less, is simply, rather than umming and ahhing, is accept the silence. Pause, collect your thought, and then provide it. And as you can hear right now, I've maybe ummed and ahed maybe once or twice, but substantially less than I have in some of my other videos, and I'm going to try and consciously do that a bit more. It certainly is difficult when I have to balance brain with video game. There's no doubt about that. But I do think it's something that, over time, I can accomplish, especially if I put my mind to it. And it's a skill, like everything else in this channel. It's a skill that I'm practicing. And there we go. My goodness, that room took far, far too long for me. Alright, let's see what this next room's like. Let's see. Jellyfish. Oh, hey, the crystal heart. Okay. Alright, so I guess I should still call this the A side then. That room was just particularly difficult to me. Alright, let's see where this takes us. Now, do I need to latch onto this block? Well, oh, I think I see what I need to do. Ooh, okay, this is fancy. So throw this way, and then I have to grab that block. I probably have to get the jellyfish past there, if I had to guess. But it bounces back. I really do assume I need to take the jellyfish with me, but maybe let's start by just traveling on this block. Maybe I'm mistaken about the jellyfish. Let's just traverse this with just the block for now and see where it takes us. Oh no. Oh, that's really silly. Am I gonna carry the jellyfish on this block? I think that's what they want. That's so silly, but clever. Anyway, I was saying reducing the ums and ahs is a skill I want to improve on. So as long as I work towards improving and maintaining that skill, I think it's super doable. Plus, it's not like reducing the ums and ahs in my professional life, or outside of video creation, whether it's day-to-day life or professional life, won't benefit me in the long run either. It's a more pleasant way of listening to someone speak, I find, personally. So, I want to emulate that. So that's one major area of improvement. And while we're talking about how I maintain dialogue in videos, I suppose the other way to do it is... well, darn it. I was doing so well without ums and ahs. Oh well. Oh. But the other area of improvement I think that I need to work on at this point in my, if you'll call it a YouTube career, I don't really expect to pursue this professionally. This is a passion and a present and a way to enjoy games by sharing them with my partner. I'm very happy that others have found my voice, my dialogue interesting enough to tune in, but again, it was never really the point of this channel. The point of this channel was to make something for Kiwi to fall asleep to. But I do feel that I would like to provide better dialogue sometimes, and in many instances, I'm happy with the dialogue I provide. For example, last episode, and honestly this episode so far, I'm very happy with what I'm talking about. I feel like I am providing something meaningful that other people might enjoy listening to. Particularly Kiwi. I think Kiwi will enjoy listening to me reflect about what I've accomplished, what I have done, and what my goals are towards the future of this channel. Conversely though, when I'm not rambling about things like that, I do find it sometimes difficult to figure out what I want to talk about, and you'll often hear me at the start of a video say, what are we going to talk about today? And I'm thinking very hard in that moment. Haha, look at that. And look, a crystal heart. Well, that was a bit of a challenge, but we made it. Alright, chapter 9 complete. Empty space. Is that... oh, okay. Something weird's happening. Hello, bird. Okay. Wait, no. This can't be the end. Oh. Granny is still out there somewhere. Which means I need to keep going. Oh. Oh dear. Hello, bird. Do you have anything to say to us? Oh dear. Things are getting a little... oh. Cybernetic. Okay. Whoops. Went for the wave dash there for shits and giggles. I haven't really practiced with wave dashing much. I tried it. It's good for when you have limited room, but I've never really mastered it. And I say this fully knowing that the wave dash is going to be required in the next bit of section. I just... oh gosh. Oh. Okay, well that's fine. We've already done all this before. Alright, bird, lead the way. Internet cafe. Oh hey, it's my car. Can we go in the cafe? Oh, we can. Hello. Well, speaking of which, wave dash dot PowerPoint. Wave dashing in you. A practical solution for catching birds in space. Can't catch that bird? Fact, birds are hard to catch. Wow, it's fast. Also, it can fly. And part of you won't help. She's the worst. Impossible? This is very out there. Introducing wave dashing. With wave dashing, you can jump very far and regain your dash at the same time. It's easy. How it's done. Jump. Dash diagonally down to the ground. Immediately jump again and hold forward. You did it. Go you. If you don't regain your dash, you're starting too low to the ground. If you don't get much distance, you're starting too far from the ground. Happy wave dashing. Alright, well, we have... so, I guess this is our first... okay, so they're showing us where to start. Anyway, back to what I was talking about earlier. One of the main ways to improve that I've found helpful is just trying to start every video with a plan for dialogue. Because rather than start the video with a plan, I just come into it and say, okay, let's go improv. But I have no training in improv. I have very little skill with improv, and sometimes my improv leads to trouble. Namely, when I say something extremely stupid, leading to Kiwi laughing horribly at me, which in its own right is kind of fun, but I'm very much a stream of consciousness sort of fellow. I exist as my brain wants me to. That doesn't sound quite right. I say things without thinking often. So there's always a degree of thought, but sometimes, especially when I'm tired, the words just come out and there is nothing but regret. I digress. For this channel, at the very least, I mean, the things I say are in some degree metered. I want to make sure that I am not saying inappropriate things that would turn off Kiwi especially, but anyone else who tunes in, I want them to find something they want to continue watching, or listening to, if not watch. Oh no! Oh, that's sick! What they want us to do here is all of the speedrun tech in a single room. They want us to wave dash here, wall momentum bounce, and then wall momentum bounce off of that. That is nasty. Ooh, this is gonna take some practice. I feel like this is where me using the controller is going to, particularly platforming with the control stick, is going to be my ultimate downfall. But time and muscle memory will solve that issue, I suppose. Anyway, I was saying I wanted to create something interesting to listen to. My cats, my personal interests, my professional interests, my relationship and stories shared with Kiwi. Those are all things that I think are valuable, and that I'm the only one who can provide those stories. They are uniquely my own experience and no one else's, so it brings something new, something that people might want to listen to. So as far as how I'm not necessarily mastered, but I'm learning to improve on, is preparing for commentary prior to the video starting. And so I'll think about what I want to talk about. Before I started this video, for example, I thought about, well, what would be a natural follow-up to last episode? And my answer was, well, I talked about what I've accomplished. Now what about what I want to accomplish? And so I figure I can talk about both that goal, but also the steps I'm taking towards it. And so before every episode, my goal is to think about at least 3 potential topics, or one very large topic, that I would want to talk about and have other people potentially listen to. And if I don't use one of those topics during the recording, then great, I have something left over for the next episode, which I will inevitably forget because my recording times are horrendously inconsistent. They're usually in the morning when I first wake up, but whether I'm busy that morning or not is very subjective, or easily subject to change, so it's hard to fully predict, will I get to record tomorrow, will I get to record in a week? So I have to accept that there are going to be some lost opportunities for conversation, but that means they'll hopefully pop up along the way. The other thing I do is, if I'm not sure what I want to talk about, or it's not a topic that I usually think about talking about, I will get a list. I'll write a list, or I'll find a list. For example, Hollow Knight, or no, actually, I guess it was Celeste. When I was talking about, what was it? Would You Rathers. I just found a really nice list online. Oh, and the bee puns from that Hollow Knight episode that everyone probably hated, because I indulged in my basest, lowest form of humanity in terms of commentary. Namely just making all the bee puns I could think of, and thank you for indulging in me on that, Kiwi. It was actually really funny, that episode. I had so much fun. You were just there laughing silently while you watched me get really excited about bee puns, and then after the episode, you came up with a whole bunch yourself and told me to put them in the next episode I fought the bee knight in, which, thank you for that. There we go, okay. My first ever wave dash challenge completed. Hello, bird. Yeah, I definitely need to wave dash here as well. I wonder if I'm supposed to hit the bird. What do you do, bird? Are you going to be my new Battlin? My new birdie best friend Battlin? Well, it would help if I could grab you. There we go. Oh, bird flies me. Oh no. Ooh, bird. I got dropped by bird. Hey! Don't you want me to help you? Don't you want to see me again, Granny? I don't understand. Are you testing me? Are you just afraid to ask for help? Maybe part of me was right. Maybe it is just a bird. Unless the bird doesn't want me to save Granny. Uh-oh. It's trying to stop me. It's trying to stop me, just like part of me. I'm alone up here. Uh-oh. Well, we don't need their help, right, Granny? Don't worry, I won't give up on you. I'll catch that stupid bird and set you free. Oh. Ooh. Listen to that music, Kiwi. Alright, time for some Space Jam. And I'm gonna... By the end of this chapter, I will have mastered the wave dash. Is it just me, or did this run get... Or did this... This video, just starting where I started off, everything has suddenly gotten a lot harder. I think I've only cleared 3 rooms at this point in the video, which is concerning considering I'm over 2 hours in. I've spent the last 45 minutes and cleared only 3 rooms. And given this is, if we're gonna count this as the B side, that means we're only about a third of the way through this entire challenge, assuming the C side is more than just 3 rooms, which I would be inclined to think it is. But I'm definitely getting the wave dash button inputs correct. It's just the timing of when to dash relative to the first jump, because I want to make sure that I get my dash back. I know what you need to do. You need to use the momentum wall jump. They're just gonna bring speedrun tech into every facet of this run, aren't they? Oh, Kiwi. I was a little frazzled by those previous 2 rooms being as difficult as they were, but we're back. We are so back. Alright, so I wonder if I have to wave dash all 3 of these. Okay. I got what you want. But can I do it? No, I can't. I lost my dash in the first one. Alright. Well, this is actually a phenomenal room to practice the technique, so here we go. Okay. I'm getting it. I can do this. Look at that. Okay. Kiwi. I know I was saying this in the last episode too, but I have finally reached the part of Celeste that I have been missing dearly. The part that makes me feel good to play it, and it feels great. I'm really happy right now. And it's all downhill from here. If this is only the B side, I know we're in for the long haul, but for while it lasts, every moment of this game that I'm having is something to enjoy. So anyway, I was talking about our sense of humor, or the puns at least. I am so glad that you have adopted my sense of humor, for better or for worse. Probably for worse. Honestly, definitely for worse, but it's fine. I have adopted yours, which is also for worse. You have a very gallows humor-focused kind of sense of humor, meaning jokes about death and darker humor. And you were the one who suggested we call it capital punishment, like, because it's a dark concept, but it's also a pun, and it's a wordplay in the name. So, Kiwi, I always say this, but I need to say it more often. You are an absolute genius, and you have a level of wit about you that you don't seem to appreciate, so allow me to appreciate it for you. I love you. What else can I say? Oh gosh. Anyway, so... But anyway, the point is, I want to go into these videos with a plan. So I at least have something I can expect to talk about. For example, I mentioned I'm planning on playing Ori and the Blind Forest, and the opening sequence made me think very hard about, or reminded me very deeply of kind of almost a Disney Pixar-esque movie opening. So I figured I'm going to make Ori and the Blind Forest me gushing about my experience with Disney, being movies, TV shows, whatever it may be. but that'll be the core topic in Ori and the Blind Forest. And then when I get bored of that, I'll talk about Disney-adjacent things, like maybe DreamWorks, for example, the movies that I've seen from them, because everyone needs a little Shrek in their life, right? But now I have a plan, and I can work on that, and pretty much everything I say is, aside from having prompts, improv. I'm coming up with it on the spot, which, when I'm particularly tired or particularly dealing with a very challenging room, can fall victim to my faculties being reduced or divided, and that does cause the commentary to suffer. And that's where kind of post-production is my next area of improvement. And there we go. Oh, Kiwi. I am so enamored with this stage right now. It feels really good. I think I've gotten the motions of the wave dash. It's not perfect, but just like the momentum jump, it took practice, and once I got that practice, everything just clicked. Alright, let's see what we need to do in this room. So, I have a Kevin that's going to take us to the right. I guess he hits that... Oh, he hits that wall on the right, and that starts bringing him back. And while I'm dealing with that, I seem to have to get that sigil to open up that door. Oh, you know what it is? We have to ride the Kevin all the way to the right, and then as he's making his way back, we hit this double jump gem, come back this way, get through, use the double jump here. Maybe we rocket Kevin upwards. I feel like I won't be able to get back if I do that, so it must be the double dash. But let's give it a try and see where it takes us. So, start by just traveling the full distance. Oh, right, there's that. So, alright, changing plans. Ride the Kevin... Ride the Kevin over, wait till we pass that, then get up here. Yeah, I bet if I crouch I can slip through there. I just have to be quick about it. There we go. And now I can do this, get back on top of him. Oh, but if I'm not quick, I'll slide on him. So we have to be pretty quick about our Kevin platforming here. So climb up, crouch, jump, and then jump onto that wall before I get slid across his scalp, causing me to activate all of the goo, whatever it's called. The sludge, maybe? The ghosty goo. Huh. I do like Kevin's haircut. It is pretty cute. So jump here, get the double jump, land here, crouch again. See, double... Yes, so that works. Oh, and then I need to get back onto his side. I've got this. I've got this room down. There we go. So I figured out that I could save more real estate on Kevin's head if I just decided to, I can save real estate on Kevin's head so long as I dash to his side after that first jump, dash reset gem. Anyway, here's our next room, so let's see. I'm going to assume I need to step on that so it goes down, and then I can jump on top of it as a platform to get here. And then I wonder if I need to wall jump off of that. More likely I need to just latch onto it and then get rocketed to that. Then I jump off of it and catch it when it's on the lower end. Platform off of that. I think I see it already. I need to wave dash off of this to hit that. Then ride that to get launched over there. Fun on paper. Definitely difficult in practice, but let's see where it takes us. You know what? I definitely need to wave dash on this one too. Oh goodness me. Woohoo! Oh. Unfortunate. But I think I've got the motions of the wave dash down now and this level as a whole. See? And wha-bam! There we go. Oh, Kiwi. This is a delight. Alright, let's see. I think I'll save this room for the next episode. So Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed listening, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're asleep, I hope you're sleeping well. In the next one, we're going to keep doing this. I'm going to start talking about post-production because clearly I got distracted by all the other things going on here. But I hope you've enjoyed what you've gotten to listen to so far. With all that said, I love you, Kiwi, and I'll see you in the next one.